Me either. Look, I haven't done a whole lot right recently, but this is gonna change that pattern. Just need to test it out and make sure it works. The cult's using the angels to harvest the Bliss flowers at a nearby farm. I tested out there. Those things can freak out easily though. So, go in quietly, set the bait down, and get back to safety. I'm like, okay, maybe 75% sure the formula is correct, so, be careful. Deputy, we're set for a trial run.
Every hunter needs a good hat and patience. Hat for... Patience for the shot.
Deputy, we're set for a trial run. Deputy. Oh, sorry. I need all the ingredients before we can mix a new batch. I'll keep working on the formula till you've gotten everything. Yeah, I'm no good with a gun. Laboratory? My way.
You made Whitehorse proud. Of course they had a fucking torture chamber. Nothing I learn about these fucks surprises me anymore. How do they sleep at night? Fuck. Anyway, I'm glad you finished it. Should have never existed in the first place.
To the bait mixture, but the problem is, I'm staring at a full vial right now. Maybe I didn't put it in? No idea how that might affect the results. As long as you haven't put the bait down yet, we could re-examine our plan. Let me think about this for a second. concentration of pheromones drawn from the subjects infused with the Bliss. I can get it from the hides of animals who've gorged on it. Collect what you can and bring me new samples. Man, glad I figured this out before you use the bad batch. I'm 75% sure this will work.
Efficiency is king.
We barely ordered anything from out of state. Got everything we needed, and the skills to fix any problem.
Good thing I called. That could have been messy, huh? Sorry about that. I should have double-checked before I sent you out. That was my fault. But you did good work. Got enough of the Bliss-infused samples, that's what we needed. I've had time to tweak the formula, and now it's rock solid. As soon as it finishes processing, you'll have a new batch waiting. I can't thank you enough for all you've done around here, Deputy. Sheriff said you were good, but I didn't think you were this good. Your jail defense was amazing. You don't seem like the type to worry about this kind of stuff, but in case you do, I don't hate you for shooting these angels. Though, probably be better if you didn't have to. They remind me of folks who are comatose, only mobile. Every experiment I've done says their brains are fried, but I can't help but wonder. That's why I'm trying to offer you an alternative. I'm hoping that once the government gets word of all this, we'll be able to do something for them.
Folks come out here because it's a good place to shoot, shovel, and shut up.
Don't ask me how, but I knew the project at Eden's Gate was bad news when it first showed up in Hope County. Even in their earliest days, they were talking about doomsday and the collapse and treating Joseph as some kind of god-made flesh. But in my wildest dreams, I never imagined they would go this far. If I did, I would never have left town to go to school. When I came back, I was horrified to see so many friends and family had drunk the Kool-Aid. We used to use that expression without thinking, but some days I think the cult is going to be the death of us all. Some of the resistance call me Doc, like we're in an episode of MASH. But I'm just a veterinarian. They've had me taking out so many bullets, sewing up gushers, setting bones, not to mention talking folks off the ledge. It's a lot, considering I'm mostly qualified to reach up inside of cows. I feel out of my depth, but I guess it's helping. I hope you're doing this because you also want to try to minimize killing those angels. I know they can't be saved, but at the end of the day, they're still people. Sorry. I have to think I'm doing something more than just bailing out a sinking ship, you know? I came back to Hope County after heartbreak at school. He wanted me to move with him to the big city, but it was already broken beyond repair. I know it's cliche, but big skies and steady work really do heal. And there was family here. Though if I could have seen what was coming, maybe I would have stuck with the awkward pub trivia and karaoke that he loved. Funny how violence shifts our perspective. Well, not funny. It all seems so meaningless now.
Before the Peggies moved in, people...
I hope you're doing this because you also want to try to minimize killing those angels. I know they can't be saved, but at the end of the day, they're still people. Sorry. I have to think I'm doing something more than just bailing out a sinking ship, you know? I came back to Hope County after heartbreak at school. He wanted me to move with him to the big city, but it was already broken beyond repair. I know it's cliche, but big skies and steady work really do heal. And there was family here. Though if I could have seen what was coming, maybe I would have stuck with the awkward pub trivia and karaoke that he loved.
Just want to say thanks.
Now every time I'm worried about the marshal. I know why you brought him back. I can't blame you, but he was deep in that bliss. That stuff changes you.
Takes more brain power
How you
than
doing?
you think.
After our helicopter went down, I don't remember much. I remember being in a field, walking around with other people, wanting to talk to them, but I couldn't. Words didn't come out. There was mist all around. My eyes were sore, and nostrils stung, and I had a bad taste in my mouth. I remember seeing Faith. I'd hear her, too. Don't know if she was really there or not. I was conscious of all these things. I know I was trapped, and any worry was offset by a feeling of euphoria. That's the bliss, Rook. You best stay away from it.